Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Hello, crafty friends. Today I'm here with another episode of the Inspired by collab that Handmade by Amy Love asked me to be a part of. Again, the inspiration for this collab is from Happy Crafter and My Crafting World Anna here on YouTube. And as always, I have linked everyone's videos below in the description box, so make sure you go and check them out. The idea of this collab is for Amy and I to take turns picking a video that we were inspired by and creating that project. This month it was Amy's turn to pick, and she picked an adorable pocket that Pink Strawberry showcased. And I also have her channel, or specifically the video, linked below in the description box. And here is my take on the project. In Pink Strawberry's video, she made it more of like a pen pal pocket, and she stuck like a pen, I think, in her pocket and just things that you might have sent to a pen pal. And I really liked the pocket that she made, and I decided to kind of make it more for a pocket that I could use in a junk journal. Maybe I'd send it to a crafty friend that makes junk journals and she could use it in the journal, or I could use it myself. So I just kind of created it more as a pocket for a junk journal. And so here is what I came up with. This month I only created one. In past months in this collab I've made, several, but this time around I just created one pocket. And so here is the pocket. And this is what the backside looks like. I didn't do any decorating on the backside because I wasn't sure, again, if I was going to attach it into a journal or not. I figured I would leave the backside plain for the moment. And you could still tuck something in this little pocket here if I really wanted to, on the back side, if I decide to have it as like something that I would paper clip in. And so I did decide to make a paper clip just because I've been having fun lately, make lots of paper clips. So here is a paper clip that I made, and I attached some dangles on the side of it. And this this paper pocket that I created, I used a Prima paper pad, and then I don't know, this blue sheet, it just coordinated nicely. I don't remember who this company is from. It was just a random sheet I had in my stash. But yeah, so here is the cute little paper clip that I made and embellished. And then here is what the pocket looks like without it. I'll just hold it up so you guys can check it out. You can see I stamped a little bit right here on the side. I also added some trim on the pockets. And then of course I filled the pockets with fun tags and ephemera that you can use in your junk journal. And then I also attached another paper clip to the top. And so I'll take that one off just to show you guys. Because again, I've just been in the mood lately to make paper clips. So I added that one. And then if you look at, I'll start taking everything out. And I just took some of the Prima paper pad that I had. And it was an older collection. The names is escaping me right now for what paper pad this came from. And I just had a few sheets left of it. So here is one of the little journal cards. I really didn't do much. I cut out the piece, and then I just added on the side just some vintage book paper, text paper, and I added some little pearls, and then I sewed around the edges because I just love sewing around the edges. And then in the back side, some of them I did stencil on the back side just for a little interest. Here was the tag that I created, and this one I just added a little bit of a snippet up at the top of lace, and then I did stamp that number on the side. And again, just some stenciling on the back side, but it's still light enough that you could journal on. And in the next pocket above that, just another little journal card. Again, I added a stamp. I think these ones were all Sam Poole stamps that I had. And also a little snippet up at the top. And there was a little sentiment that says, "All the flowers, always." And again, I just did some stamping on the back and also some stenciling. And then the last two journal cards that I added, again, just some kind of the similar stamping, some lace or snippets pieces, and then also some more of the little vintage text paper that I had from a book. I want to say it's German, but I'm not 100% sure. And then again, the stenciling on the back side, and I sewed again around all the edges. And then this pretty little one, I stamped the word Paris, some more of that same paper, and then another little remnant of a piece of lace I had. Just trying to use up all those bits and pieces in my stash. And then I'll hold up the envelope for you guys to check out. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love how that turned out. So I did layer another little remnant that I had and added the little cameo in the middle of it. And I believe this came off of a wedding dress that I had purchased at the thrift store. Not the whole dress, but it was just some lace from it. And I also added some die cuts from the paper collection. And again, that's the back side. And you could very easily add a little something on the back here, especially if you're going to attach it on a journal page. It's kind of like, you know, maybe a little hidden something, or maybe I'll add a little piece of paper and then you can kind of do some hidden journaling or something on it. And I wanted to stick this in the pocket too, but it got too bulky, so I took it out. But this was just a little scrappy pad that I made with some of the pieces that were left over from cutting it out. And then I think I had a digital piece that I thought kind of matched, a little remnant left over, so I added that too. But just kind of a basic little scrappy pad. You know, one piece of lace, and then the rest is either coffee or tea dye paper or the digital paper that I added. And then again, it was the same paper. It was just a leftover piece after I cut this down, because you needed an 8.5 by 11 sheet for this, and I just had a little bit left on that paper pad, so that piece of paper, so I made that. Thank you again so much for watching today, and don't forget to check out Amy's take on Pink Strawberry's video. I'm, again, as always, curious to see what she created and where her inspiration came for each piece that she creates. Amy and I will continue to use the hashtag InspiredByChallenge2026, and we will also continue to post on the second Saturday of the month in the morning, so you can look forward to that. And as always, we both look forward to your comments and any questions that you have. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.